This is a historic day. This is a historic agreement. There is still a long way to go, but today we must pause and reflect on this historic achievement. When we ran the dialogues all over Australia, our people spoke about not being listened to and not being heard. They spoke about powerlessness and voicelessness. This Prime Minister, this government has listened respectfully, genuinely, authentically. This process bodes well for the future of the voice. Almost 6 years ago, we issued the Uluru Statement from the Heart to the Australian people, and we asked Australians to read it, and we asked them to hear our call that retail Australian politics, political tribalism, means that things never change in our communities. And the Constitution is something that we have never tried. We have never tried in this country to empower our people, to empower our voice. This is about the right to be consulted on laws and policies that are made about our communities, to be heard on laws and policies about our lives. 6 to 7 years ago, we ran 12 constitutional dialogues and a national constitutional convention, and we said that a protected voice, an enshrined voice to the Parliament, is what we think is meaningful constitutional recognition. It is symbolic recognition and substantive recognition. I think it was 12 years ago when the first expert panel was set up, and many of my colleagues were involved in that. But prior to that, 3 decades of advocacy for constitutional recognition, and I acknowledge the work of Patrick Dodson, Linda Burney, Marcia Langton and many here who have contributed to this journey. Since that expert panel, we have had 7 mechanisms and 10 reports, all on the public record, all published, all transparent. This is the 2nd decade of constitutional recognition, and thanks to the leadership of our Prime Minister, we are now going to a referendum. There's been a lot of work that has gone into this, a lot of work from Australians across the political spectrum, First Nations and Australians working together. So this is the culmination of many, many decades of hard work. It's the culmination of the Referendum Council's work and the Uluru Statement from the Heart, and the many men and women who contributed to that dialogue, some of who are in this room today. We implore all Australians to unite behind us and walk with us in a movement of the Australian people for a better future.